Davis-Bacon Act, which is sometimes double or triple what the real people out here in the real world.
Cost per drop and all that. That's why I said the 211.
So it's probably not so much all the materials, it's the labor.
Well, no, I said $211 per drop. That's very reasonable.
Right, it is,
Yeah.
because for me, when I put up a fence, when I do a prevailing wage, I feel really bad, because you're paying 3 times the price.
Absolutely. I'm a friend who owns a commercial painting. I know the difference.
So that's where all this cost comes
I
from.
think the decision you're making is whether you need to spend the extra money, because I hear what Mr. Wazowski saying. I would never use the word redesign. What we're talking about is networking 101 at best. Okay, so it doesn't vary wildly from one building to another, one business to another. It doesn't. We're talking about really simple stuff. But I do know the mechanics of getting stuff through public process and time crunch that you're under, you make. But if you're going to make the decision, then just make it honestly that says, we have a time crunch, different things happen and we're screw-ups, and we're going to spend probably more money than we would have had to if we had done it differently in the beginning. Just be honest about that. That's costing us all some money because of mistakes made previously. And if we have to, we have to. Because we can't pay worse penalties by dragging them out longer.
Thank you.
So I have a question, because I haven't looked at the plans, but the 58 drops, would they support EMA? Would they support projection and videos in a town council chamber? Would they support the connections to the elevator? What vital functions are those 58 were the vital functions, I would imagine? Is that correct or no?
It was a 58, it was 50 of them that were put in.
Oh, I thought it was 58 drops for $15,200. Okay.
Those drops were designed by the architect of record to be computer at a desk, phone at a desk. It did include EMA, it did include the council chamber. It did include some additional drops that as they went through under the design of the building, once the design of the building was done. And the IT guy went through, the town's IT guy went through and said, you know what, I need this, I need this, I need this, I need a closet here, I need a closet on this floor. He has the servers that are in there that he needs protected. All of this stuff references that.
So, did I hear right, is the school department going to be involved there or no?
I don't know that, I don't make that decision. We provided them space as we were required to do in the bond. I can't tell you if they're doing it or not. It's not my code. I don't think they are, but it's not my code. But we provided them space as we needed to do legally by the language in the bond.
Well, I did bring up the subject of reopening it, so I think I fulfilled my promise to the administrator.
I would like to make a motion to accept the change order dated 9/9/2019 from Alarm New England for the additional drops at the Kendall Dean School in the amount of $32,778. I second the motion.
There's a motion by Mrs. Barbie, seconded by Mrs. O'Hara.
Discussion.
Discussion.
That's an additional 32, so we'll be $48,000 from the original $15,202 approved bid.
Any other discussion? Roll call vote.
Mrs. Barbara?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Hara?
Yes.
Mr. Rozier?
No.
Mr. Zelinski?
No.
Mr. Vadenais?
Yes. Motion passes. Next item under old business, tax stabilization agreement and development agreement signed between the Town of North Smithfield and one or more of the following related entities: Green Development LLC GDM 1 LLC, GDM 2 LLC, and/or GDIM 3 LLC for property located at 1115 Iron Mine Road, designated as Plat 16, Lot 6, tax stabilization agreement and development agreement by and between the Town of North Smithfield and one or more of the following related entities: Green Development LLC, GDIM 4 LLC, and/or GDIM 5 LLC for property located at 0 Iron Mine Road, designated as Plat 17, Lot 175. Tax stabilization agreement and development agreement by and between the Town of North Smithfield and one or more of the following related entities: Green Development LLC, and/or GDIM 6 LLC for property located off North Smithfield Expressway, designated as Plat 12, Lot 126B. Tax stabilization agreement and development agreements by and between the Town of North Smithfield and one or more of the following related entities: Green Development LLC, GDIM 7 LLC, and/or GDIM 8 LLC for property located at off North Smithfield Expressway, designated as Plat 12, Lot 137. And tax stabilization agreement and development agreement by and between the Town of North Smithfield and one or more of the following related entities: Green Development LLC, and/or GDIM 9 LLC for property located at 11 Prince Road, designated as Plat 13, Lot 12. Discussion by council board or other action on role of ad hoc informal working group, not a public body, meeting with Green Development LLC. Mr. Leosi, we ask you to look into this.
Mr. President, based upon the council's question, my request is not to get put back on the agenda so the council can make a decision what the role is. You have a right to make a decision. My understanding at the end of the last meeting, but the council authorized 2 members of this council to meet with Green, the administrator, and myself. That's not a quorum of the council. It's not a public body unless you decide to make and declare the public body. We can meet. We're not going to have any. We're not going to have any minutes. We're not going to. We strictly advisory role. Our job is to gather facts, bring information back to the council, and all the information and the information to be decided by the council, not by that group. But that doesn't say the council couldn't create. It doesn't matter. The name of what this group is doesn't matter. That's not the determining factor. I don't care what you call it, subcommittee, informal group, ad hoc group. That's not the determining factor. It's the function of the group based upon what this council wants that group to do. So I thought it was very important so there wasn't this confusion. I know there was at least one person who questioned it, that it had to be one or the other. It's whatever the council wants it to be. If you want to create a subcommittee that is subject to the open meeting, you can vote to do so. If you want to authorize the council, 2 council members, less than a quorum, to go meet with the developer, have the city solicitor be present, the administrator be present, to talk to the developer about these agreements and bring that information back to the council, you can do that too. So I can't be any clearer than that. I just wanted to make sure the role of this group is clear. And I thought the best thing to do is ask you to put it on the record openly. What do you want to, as you know, there's been no meetings because we wanted to clarify the role because there's been some confusion.
And it's my understanding, my recollection from the last meeting was the council authorized the vice president and myself to meet with the solicitor and the administrator to Green Development. Didn't create a committee, didn't give it any name, we just authorized the 2 of us to meet with them to discuss tax stabilization agreement and bring back all information for a vote by the full council.
Again,
That's my recollection.
So that's up to the council. If the council has any other intent, they should make that clear now. So it's clear for the record. The record is clear. Whatever intent the council has, we will carry out the intent of the council, which the Open Meetings Act allows us to do. They allow us to do it as a committee, and subject to the open meetings, they allow us to do it with less than a quorum. It's not a public body to meet. Every meeting of officials for the town and not subject to the open meeting unless you make it so.
Mr. President,
Mr. Zorns.
fellow councilors, it's a little history involved here. I think everyone knows why this zoning overlay was passed. And the intent of that zoning overlay was to acquire a major well-developed trail system and open space in town. That didn't come to fruition. this overlay zone was passed, so that, those monies, those revenues could go to acquire that property, improve parks and rec, senior citizen services, myriad things that we were going to try to certainly follow within the best standardized principles of accountancy to make that money go to where we wanted it to go. But the deal has changed tremendously. It went from 57 kilowatts to 38.4. And there's so many iterations of this agreement. The other piece of this was, if you recall the last meeting, we had a very detailed binder. I complimented him for giving a larger picture of the plans. But in reviewing those plans, it came up that they were 42.74 megawatts. There's no consistency here. It's like, oh, and there's 9 limited liability companies. I don't want to do the engineering for this company. I don't want to do their legal work. I don't want to help them to go below 40 megawatts so that they can avoid a review by the Energy Facility Siting Board. I know what we were promised. And my intent when I had the first meeting with them was to try to get as much information before the council so the council could vote on it. And most importantly, to present it to the public. We see a difference here from the original proposal, 57 megawatts at $7,000 per megawatt, $399,000 per year of revenue. The new plan is $268,800 of revenue. It's a substantial difference. Every time I look at these plans of submissions, I see what things have changed. I have to say that at this point, I'm going to step off that ad hoc committee because I would rather see this be held in the public. We did it for Planet Fitness, I believe, was on, came to Town of North Smithfield, why am I going blank here? Darling Village, that was held in the public. My concern is I don't want to miss any of the nuances, anything, and come before my fellow colleagues and say, hey, this is what we spoke about. Because I'm also frustrated, if you recall the first meetings we had with the development company, they were going to promise us certain information by the next meeting. We didn't get it. There were 2 times that then we went into an ad hoc meeting, which I said, please give us this information. We didn't get it. So I think the best venue for this is an open public hearing, so everybody can be involved. Now, whether they have voice in it or not, which I would hope they would, while they were allowed to listen, and I just think it should be done in public. So, those are my thoughts on it. Thank you.
Yeah, I just want to echo what Paul said. This thing is moving around way too much. It's such a large project with such a major impact on the town, both from a financial perspective and on how the character of the town overall. And I think because there's so many moving pieces, I know I personally would rather see this being discussed openly in the public, whether that's through the establishment of an OMA sanctioned group or at one of these meetings or a special meeting. I just think that the public should be as informed about it as possible, and to avoid any confusion that resulted from our last meeting in terms of new things that were coming up, it's best to have these conversations so we can talk directly to the developer and see what kind of things can or cannot be included or not included, or what are the specifics about it. And I agree with Paul. I think when these things happen, in private, like just behind not behind the scenes, but outside of these types of meetings, it's possible that someone forgets to translate something, or something gets forgotten about, and then inadvertently it gets added into the deal because it's there and maybe it got missed. So I support putting this openly, not in an ad hoc.
Just so you're aware, the council's already given that authority to go forward and meet with.
So can I make a motion to reconsider that since I was in the majority?
Not today.
Not today, but can we put that on a future agenda item? Since this is open now, right? This was not, according to the solicitor, this was put back on so the council could give the ultimate clarity in terms of this.
Yeah, if you're going to put that on the next agenda, I'd like to call it with the council.
So then can I make a motion? Maybe just maybe up till the 21st meeting. So I make
a special statement here that we'd like to see that not continue, but we're going to revisit the vote, correct?
Well, yeah, I think
We're gonna continue it.
This item is going to get continued.
Yeah, and then the new agenda item will be a reconsideration. of the vote.
Reconsideration, yes. Thank you.
Put it on next one.
Yes.
Well, this needs to be continued.
Well, no, we don't need a motion, we just continue. Do we need a motion to continue?
I mean, you always have control of the calendar, obviously. You don't need a motion to continue the item. If you want to just put it on the next calendar, that's,
We need a motion for the reconsideration, right?
that has to be in writing with the clerk's office that you're going to file. Because you were in the majority at the last meeting.
Unanimous for the last one.
Oh, yeah. Can be put on by anyone. Then it can be put on by anyone.
Just out of an abundance of caution, should we make a motion to continue it to a date
So if
certain?
you want to make it a date certain, then you should make a motion to continue. If you want to
What's
make
the
it a
date
date
certain?
certain.
So I make a motion that we continue this to October 21st.
I second.
Motion by Mrs. Zelinski, second by Mr. Ogier. Any other discussion? Roll call, please.
Mrs. Barnhart?
Yes.
Mrs. O'Hara?
Yes.
Mr. Rozier?
Yes.
Mr. Zalinski?
Yes.
Mr. Vadenais?
Yes. Next item is discussion by council or other action on appointments to town boards and commissions, senior citizens commission.
I have names to submit for the town center, Linda Tebow, Robert Mayo, Janice Goslin, Paul Jones, and Amy Ryder.
Okay, we only put 4 members on. It's 4 members and 1 council person.
I wasn't sure of that. Sorry, but I didn't.
Now you're in a pickle, because they're all good.
Okay,
Fine.
all right, I'm a new item. Can you have,
That was the decision of the council for a month.
5 members, 1 has to be, 5 members, 1 has to be a city council member. 1 has to be a city council member.
Can I ask a procedural question? Usually for boards, we get letters that they want to, we usually get something right, so did you get, just basically, this way, did you get something, did you get something in writing?
okay, you
I just know it's
we had
been brought up in the
spoken.
past.
I
There's nothing
had
consistent.
a couple, but I will certainly have them.
I mean, it's up to us, I guess, I just know that in
No,
the
we
past,
do that.
we've gotten, like, either a resume or something.
We've done them both, we've done them both ways.
I'm fine with either or, I was just curious how we
Okay.
Can I say, Counselor, may I add that if one of them has to be taken off this list, all 5 of them are outstanding candidates?
Yeah, no, I'm not, yeah, I'm fine with doing it tonight if we want to approve them, I'm just saying.
We tried to put over some of the people.
If you want, we can just continue this to the next
Let's
one.
continue. But you know the people there, I just need to get rid of anything.
Just carry that to the next meeting.
And we'll find out if it's 5 plus 1 or 4 plus 1, right? Mr. President?